J-men would calculate which risk is better. But clueless goober strong zero. Are you stupid? Yeah, you're stupid. Chad here realized, yikes, I've been wasting money. Wipe your tears. Realizing it. Yo, listen up, you degenerates. You're still awake at this godforsaken hour? Look at yourself in the mirror. Staring at your phone in bed, bathing in blue light, doom scrolling for something funny. You look like a dead fish. Whatever. You've got nothing better to do, right? I'm gonna explain why your life is so fucked. Or as the gamers say, soft line. The thread title for today is this: Sad news. Your incompetent instinct to make risk zero is ruining your life. This ain't a laughing matter. I'm gonna absolutely destroy you today by showing how the unconscious choices you make are mathematically brain dead and emotionally exploited. So listen up. Here's the agenda. First, I'll expose the contradictory bullshit you do at the conveni and in daily life. Next, I'll explain the mechanism of why your IQ drops to life. 3. Whenever you see the number 0. Finally, I'll leak the dirty tricks the smart guys use to milk money out of you with this zero faith. What? Too long, didn't read? Don't be a baby. That brain-dead thinking is exactly why you're just livestock for the system. Fine, I'll chew it down to a middle school level, so clean out your ears and listen. Alright, Chapter 1. Sad news, Theop realizes you guys are cultists of the zero-risk religion. Remember when you go to the conveni? You see guys staring at the bento ingredients like, preservatives? Carcinogenic risk, and putting it back on the shelf. Then they grab some overpriced additive-free organic salad chicken and walk to the register with a smug face. That's fine. Enjoy your health-conscious lark. God, it looks fun. But let me tell you what you do right outside the store. You light up a cigarette and wash it down with a strong zero. Are you stupid? Yeah, you're stupid. Confirmed. The risk from preservatives is like 1%. You obsess over eliminating that, but then you tank the lung cancer risk from cigs and liver destruction from alcohol with absolutely no defense. In baseball terms, it's like adjusting the shortstop's position by a millimeter, while the pitcher throws a meatball right down the middle for a home run every single time. It gives me a headache just watching. Basically, you aren't looking at the total risk volume. You're so desperate to zero out the tiny dust particle risk in front of you that you don't see the giant meteor coming from behind. That's today's main theme, zero risk bias. Next, Chapter 2, the magic number 0 and the worst cost-performance piece of mind feed. Why does this idiotic thing happen? It's because humans are built to be unable to understand probability. For example, Option A has risk 100, but if you take measures, you can reduce it to 1. Option B has risk 5, but you can't make it 0, no matter what you do. Here, a rational absolute unit of a J-min would calculate which risk is better. But clueless goobers like you think. Is there an Option C? The one where risk is completely 0? It doesn't exist, you moron. Not even if you get reincarnated in another world. But say there's a 0 risk, principal guaranteed fixed deposit at the bank. Look at the interest rate. 1%. You deposit $1,000,000 yen, and in a year you can't even buy a single can of coffee. If inflation hits 2% during that time, your money effectively shrinks. You wanted 0 risk of loss, but you unknowingly entered a guaranteed loss game. A smart guy named Viscusi wrote a paper on this in 1987. Viscusi et al., 1987. Not that you lot will remember. It is proven that humans pay a stupid amount of money to go from 1 to 0, rather than from 10 to 1. It's like comparing the effort for a dummy to go from 30 to 80 on a test, versus a genius trying to go from 99 to 100. Which has better cost performance. Looking at the big picture, raising the floor is better, but you guys demand 100 points, 0 mistakes. That's why you're inefficient forever. Also, the famous plane versus car debate. Planes are scary. If they crash, I die. The probability isn't zero. You scream while driving or taking the Shinkansen. Look at the stats. The probability of you crashing on the drive to the airport is way higher than the plane falling out of the sky. But you don't accept it. Why? I can't control the plane, so it's scary. That's just emotion. Don't calculate risk with feelings. Use a calculator. On rate you were. Alright, finally, Chapter 3. How they hunt the clueless. Why ads in politics chant zero. This will be on the test. Look at marketing or political promises. Zero risk, absolutely safe, 100% sterilization, no additives. If I see these words lined up, I instantly tag them as scammer. Why do corporations use such extreme words? Because it's the most effective way to hook brain-dead ducks like you. Look at detergent commercials. Instead of 99, 9% bacteria removal, now they say reduce odor source to zero, right? 99. 9% is enough, but they target the clean freak psychology that can't forgive that remaining zero. One hydrated unreadily proud and true wise. Do you know how much development cost goes into making that zero? And how much of that is added to the price? The high price you pay isn't a safety fee. It's an emotional fee for wanting peace of mind. Politics is the same. We will make this tiny amount of pollution completely zero, gets votes. But if they use hundreds of billions of yen in taxes for that, and cut road repairs or medical subsidies because of it, what happened? The total number of dead people increases, right? You aren't just missing the forest for the trees, you're burning down the forest because you saw a bug on a leaf. Press X to doubt. Corporations wouldn't do that. You're so pure. It's business. They know you won't calculate total risk and will just drool like Pavlov's dog at the word zero. It's all priced in. What? So what should I do? Do I have to spell it out for you? Listen, here's the conclusion. Don't aim for zero, aim for better. That's it. When choosing something, don't look for the no-risk option. Choose the less total damage option. For investing, don't hold on to dying Japanese yen just because the principal is guaranteed. Diversify risks globally. For health, instead of stressing over tiny additives, use that time to do squats and go to sleep early. Ditch perfectionism. If you pass 60 points, just sleep on it. Zero risk only exists in death. Living is a risk. Accepting that and dealing with it well is what a smart adult does. Not that I know if you guys can ever become smart. Wait. Who? Talk too much. I'm thirsty. That's it for today's class. Did your solidified brains loosen up a bit? If any Chad here realized, yikes, I've been wasting money, wipe your tears. Realizing it is better than nothing. Most guys are watching TV shopping right now, screaming, whoa, zero interest, and calling the number. So I talked about zero risk bias. Subscribing to this channel won't make your life risk zero, but the risk of being scammed might go down a micro level. If it was funny, smash like. If it was boring, smash your phone screen, then hit dislike. Next time, I'll explain the naturalistic fallacy. I'm gonna lecture everyone claiming natural ingredients are gentle on the body, while making them kneel on the floor. Don't forget, snake venom is all natural too. Anyway, I'm sleepy, and I have plans tomorrow, sleeping until afternoon. I'm going to bed. Alright, dismiss. Don't catch a cold.